Barcelona is a really good team and they're going to play to keep themselves in top 6. So I think it's going to be tough 2 games. Unfortunately, we're out of playoff race, but still we want to finish the season well and we want to get 6 points.
Face Galatasaray in our last match day. We expect to take the maximum of points and to stay in the 6th place for the qualification, because we want to win this title. So we need to do a big performance today, and I hope the luck will be with us today.
So, Harry, Barcelona started the season electric. We were talking them up as possibly one of the favourites. They had a bit of a slump and they had a slight possible comeback to form in Matchday 8. But this is where the real, time to shine is for them. Going up against a team in Galatasaray who unfortunately haven't qualified, but maybe as a result, a dangerous opponent. The shackles may come off.
Absolutely, I think so. We know how passionate the Turkish supporters are. They get behind their clubs. Doesn't matter if it's eFootball or real-world football. So they will definitely want to try and give the Turkish fans something to shout about. Whereas you're right, on the other side, Barcelona, I mean, they started the season absolutely incredibly. They were looking like the team to beat. They were dismantling teams left and right, but since seem to have fallen off a fair amount. So this would be a real test for them. I would be surprised if we see them unable to qualify. I mean, they're sitting in an okay position as things stand, but yeah, you can't afford to gift Galatasaray all 6 points here, because that's just asking for trouble. You're asking for the likes of Bayern Munchen to come in and push you out. So a very, very difficult affair here for Barcelona, I think. It's a real chance for them to just remind everyone else that they came here to play as well, and that they are a dangerous team in the eFootball.Pro IQONIQ League.
Seconds from kickoff here in our second matchup of the day. Galatasaray against FC Barcelona, where we already saw some tears from Galatasaray in Matchday 8. Are we going to see tears for Barcelona as the ball gets played back? It's a bright start here for the Turkish side. One back, and the interceptions continue on the halfway line, but now Galatasaray come forward again, hooked in towards Kruji, who now has it again. Twisting, turning, ball over the top, looking for stab attack at the back post. And his cross goes straight into the arms of the goalkeeper.
So the task for Barcelona here is simple. 4 points or more, they're in the knockout stages. That's got to be the base goal here. Get those 4 points, get yourself in the knockout stages.
Real chance here for Messi! And Alex Giardi gives Barcelona the lead. And the first time of asking.
Well, you're giving it to Alex Giardi. I think it's the Palmer, actually, who comes through with the finish.
Don't change it again.
Who knows? We'll see again here on the replay. Wouldn't surprise me to see the Palmer. Yeah, it is him controlling Messi with the run across the defender. I think it's Kruji who just slips and tries to make a play with the defender. Gives the captain of Barcelona all the time in the world to try and find a finish here. And with the form that he's on this season, 11 goals now alongside those 10 assists. He is really stepping up, and it's a great way to start off this important match day for Barcelona. Get an early goal, relieve a bit of pressure, invite Galatasaray out of their shell a little bit, and maybe try and find more chances in behind.
Blaming my colour blindness again there for the lack of accuracy on the, I mean, orange and green, they're basically the same colour to me. So as the 10-minute comes and goes, and confirmation it was the Palmer, double digits for both goals and assists. And he was the man, alongside Barcelona as a whole, that were being tipped as real ones to watch. And now Galatasaray, it's a pretty reoccurring theme, Harry, unfortunately for them this season. They've played some nice stuff, but they find themselves behind. A chance here to equalise, though! What a great response. And I think
exactly.
it was Kruse who got the goal.
Yeah.
A power downward header past the goalkeeper. And it's Galatasaray 1, Barcelona 1.
Well, you say this has been kind of stereotypical of Galatasaray's season, isn't it? Just been kind of stereotypical of Barcelona's as well. Get the early goal, you need to relieve all the pressure, and then you just invite it all back onto yourself. Gets to the line. I think it was Stavatak with the assist with Onyekuru. Just sneaks in that cross. They've been taking a page out of Bayern Munchen's book, probably. Get to the byline, get it back across goal. Great header from Kruse, his 6th of the season, which is really impressive, actually, when you consider he didn't play the first 3 match days, back when Brilliant was on the starting lineup. But, yeah, 6th goal of the season from Kruse. He's, stepping up nicely.
"17 minutes gone here. Galatasaray 1, Barcelona 1. Barcelona came out of the blocks with the first real attack and goal. But Galatasaray have responded well, and they've got a free kick in a dangerous position. They were looking to possibly take it early, but they check, and we may get a direct shot here from Stavatak. He's up. It's over the wall. Straight down the throat of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, moved across nicely there, Alex Giardi, just to make sure that that one couldn't creep into the top corner. But this Galatasaray team went almost as if they have nothing to play for. Just playing with a certain freedom that we haven't seen earlier on in the season. Whether or not stylistically they just match up well against Barcelona, I'm not too sure. Nice bit of footwork there from the Palmer with Braithwaite just to get the free kick. But yeah, Galatasaray looking very, very nice indeed.
Possibly they're able to test out a few things that they weren't able to do under the confinements of pressure when qualification was still up for grabs, and now the shackles are off, but they almost conceded again there. A real, well, you'd have to say, a complete and utter bundle inside the penalty area, Harry.
Yeah, that would have been a tough one to concede. Yeah, 3 Barcelona players running in and following the ball through to the goal, but once again, it's Galatasaray trying to come forward, trying to get to that byline. It's been a really open game, actually, in the first half an hour. 2 goals already. More of this, please. This is just end-to-end stuff.
Messi picks it up, plays it in field. Another chance here, but it's just in front of Alex R, who now picks up possession again. Fired up over the halfway line. Half an hour gone here. All level. The referee penalising the Galatasaray centre-forward there. Barcelona with the long ball upfield. Very unlike their usual style of play. But on the whole, they've been pretty possession-based so far this season, as usual. Tiki-taka, Harry?
Yeah, they have. And it's important not to push the panic button just yet, because you have to remember 4 points all you need. As it stands, you got the 1 out of this first game. Obviously, you want to make it as easy on yourself as possible, but you get 4 points, you're automatically through to the knockout stages, still within your own hands here for Barcelona. Don't self-destruct just too yet. It's way too soon for that kind of action.
Just coming up to the end of the first half. Barcelona cut through again here. Another real mix-up, and it's an absolute gift. I think it was the Palmer again. It ricocheted around inside the area. And that is a real bitter pill to swallow if you're a Galatasaray fan. But if you're a Barcelona fan, well, it's Christmas all over again.
Yeah, it's not going to win any best goal awards, but there was just way too much room between the two centre-halves there. For Galatasaray, we'll see when the ball's played in here. Look how much room is split between them. There's 3 men in between the two centre-halves. Absolutely calamitous defending. And yeah, sure, Kruji makes the tackle happen, but it should never get in that kind of position in the first place. It's unfortunate for Galatasaray, but too easy to carve open defensively. They were asking for it.
So Barcelona back in front. The question is, can they maintain the lead this time? They've looked a little fragile defensively this season. They're certainly going to have to shore that up if they're going to go places in the knockouts. But the crucial thing is to get to the knockouts. And I think that might be a hat-trick for the Palmer. And it's a left-foot shot. Like an arrow from a bow. Postage stamp. Barcelona 3-1 up.
Wow. The first half hat-trick from the Palmer. This is the captain that we expected to see throughout the second half of the season that almost disappeared for Barcelona. Really, really nice shot. As soon as he got the ball with Messi, he knew what Messi was capable of. One touch. There's the finish. An absolute rifle of a strike. It won't too much matter in terms of the entire trajectory of Galatasaray's season. They know they have nothing to play for today other than pride, but it'll still sting. They want to try and make this as close a contest as possible, but the first half hat-trick certainly makes things difficult for them to do just that.
Things may change, of course, but this first half, Barcelona have just been a cut above, Harry.
Yeah, they have indeed. They've capitalised off the mistakes from Galatasaray. That one was a much more deserving goal, certainly more of a picture book goal than the other two they scored, but still, you're right, they've been clinical, they've been ruthless, and now we're seeing Galatasaray just kind of slide in a bit too aggressively and are almost saved there by the half-time whistle.
Saved by the bell indeed, as Galatasaray give the ball away right at the end of that first half, which was dominated by Barcelona, but Galatasaray did manage to draw themselves level, and then the gift of the second goal has really knocked the stuffing out of them. Question is, can they respond in this second half?
Well, again, another team that will be hoping that they can is Bayern Munchen. They need some kind of assistance from elsewhere. They, of course, play later on against AS Monaco. But all the points that can be dropped by teams above them would be welcomed. And if Galatasaray can come back in this second half, put up a bit more of a fight, I'm pretty sure the Bavarians would very much like to see that. That would boost their hopes of maybe qualifying for the knockout stages.
Out towards the left-hand side. Barcelona, of course, in their away strip. Galatasaray in the home one, kicking from right to left now. And a chance here for Munchen to play it through. Kruji dispossessed by Alex Giardi. Good defending by the Frenchman. And he feeds it through, looking for Alex R. Real chance here for 4-1 to Barcelona. Goes round the goalkeeper. Question marks about whether that should have been awarded as a penalty. Scrambled across the goalkeeper's outstretched palm. I can tell you that Harry off screen seems to think that was a penalty.
For me, all day long, I think Alex did so well. But yeah, the referee's unwaved.
Will that matter in the scheme of things? As Alex Giardi tries to fire goalward straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. 53 minutes gone, and Barcelona have started the second half like they ended the first on top.
A big penalty shout there, but one thing I am seeing out of Barca now is that we're seeing the old swagger that they used to play with. These first-time passes, they're starting to square up to defenders and really take them on with dribbles and skills. I've seen it a couple of times now from Alex Giardi, with Dembele on this near side. Has been willing to take on a player, and defensively as well. They're first to the ball, they're being really assertive, and this is the type of Barcelona team that we expected to see and that really set the league alight in the first half of the season.
Yeah, as you can see from the table there, this would put Barcelona into 4th position with a game to go in this match day, of course. And probably the most important thing is the damage it would potentially do to Bayern Munich, who would then be 6 points behind and facing the same fate that Manchester United have just had, crashing out of the competition potentially.
Yeah, if you're a Bayern fan, you're hoping for 6 points later on against AS Monaco, which is no easy feat whatsoever. And you're hoping for either Barcelona, Schalke or Arsenal to drop as many points as possible just to give you a chance. But it could come down to the final game of today. It really could.
Out towards this left-hand side. Played in field. Good challenge there from PK, who fires up towards the halfway line.
Once again, it's Alex Giardi, by the way, stepping up with PK. He's having a great game.
Oh, this is lovely interchange, though, by Galatasaray. Another solid challenge there, coming in from the Palmer this time. And the follow-up shot, a rifle just up and wide of the target.
So close. The shot was always rising, and sometimes we see them nestle under the crossbar and just lift the roof of the net. But just couldn't get it on target for that to happen.
Fine margins at this level.
Oh.
Like this.
What do you do now, Harry, if you're Galatasaray? Do you try something in a view to what you may do potentially next season, or is it going to be a completely different situation, different players, different game?
Well, you hear Munchen hit there. Nothing to lose. He, of course, is topping the defensive charts at the moment in terms of points. He's had a lot of defending to do here and hasn't been as proactive in his defensive work as he has been previously in the season, so might just see him pipped at the final match day by Roxa, who's chasing him down in 2nd place. But yeah, maybe you just throw everything at the game here, Galatasaray. Again, you know it's not going to change the trajectory of your entire season. There was no way mathematically you could qualify for the knockouts going into this match day, but why not try and finish up as high up in the table as possible? Why not go for it? I mean, just looking at the table here, if they were able to get 6 points, it's unlikely against Barcelona, but if they were able to get 6 points and Bayern got none, they would finish above the Bavarians, of course, in the table.
Dembele off, Griezmann on for Barcelona, who will be looking to probably tick down the clock, you would imagine now. 3-1, job done as things stand in this first game. But knowing Barcelona, they would probably like to finish with a bit of a swagger, and that's a really aggressive challenge there coming in. Frustration there for Galatasaray. Confirmation that Barcelona have just shaded possession, but they've dominated where it matters. Messi to take the corner. In towards the near post, flicked on. And a good header away in the end. Now Alex Giardi picks it up, pops it round the corner for the Palmer, who's had a brilliant game today so far. And just as I say that, curse of the commentator, he plays a woeful pass straight to Galatasaray.
Oh, you're not wrong. He has had a fantastic game. First half hat-trick, of course. He's one of the main reasons as to why Barcelona are leading 3-1 at the moment. Take nothing away, of course, from Alex R and Alex GRD, because defensively they've been really, really good and have created the opportunities as well for the Parma to add to that tally. 3-1. Yeah, you just need to make sure this doesn't slip now for Barcelona. It doesn't look like it will, but you certainly want to bag these 3 points and only be a single point away from qualifying for the knockouts.
Griezmann tries to play it through, looking for Messi. Alex R just couldn't quite get on the end of it. But they forced the corner here. And it is going to be taken by Alex Giardi. Just 5 minutes away from 3 hugely important points here, and might be enough to secure the knockout stages and continue the dream. Alex R, he's done some really dogged defensive work today, and he's more than happy to play it to himself and keep possession all the way back to the goalkeeper. And they are just ticking down the clock now. Unfortunately, Galatasaray aren't going to be able to get anything from this first game.
Oh, even still, with just 3 points, as it looks like Barcelona are going to clear out this game. I mean, it would be unlikely that they wouldn't qualify for the playoffs now. Just looking at some of the permutations elsewhere, they need, a lot of things to go against them for them to not qualify.
Out towards the right-hand side, played through, looking for Stav attack, but the offside flag is raised, and correctly so. The outstretched left leg. Final minute of added on time here. Galatasaray 1, Barcelona 3. 3 hugely important points for the Catalan club. And that might be enough for knockout football on the 5th of June. But of course, they have a second game to play, Harry, and they could really, really make this next game pay and give themselves a huge opportunity and pretty much guarantee.
Yeah, all they need is a point from this second game. Credit to the Parma. A huge hat-trick from the captain, the man who made eFootball.Pro iconic history, of course, winning MVP and best goal back on Matchday 3. Feels like a lifetime ago now. But he's starting to regain a bit of that form, and that's going to be putting the rest of the league on high alert, I think. They're not the prettiest of goals, but they're clinical. They're great finishes.
Well, one of them was a pretty nice finish from Lionel Messi, I believe, and that was the Parma. So potentially, obviously we've got a lot of games to go, potentially, so far, that's probably the best goal we've seen. Could he make history again by being the second player to win MVP and best goal?
Well, we'll see how well he plays in this second game. I think Barcelona certainly will be hoping that he puts up a strong enough individual performance, because most of the time when he does, it's enough for Barcelona to come away with the lion's share of points. And at this stage of the season, all you need is one more point if you're Barca. This was the goal that was really
the turning point, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really unfortunate for Galatasaray, but again, they were asking for it. When you see how split their centre-halves were, their centre-backs were just way too far apart. Just not narrow enough. And look, there's three Barcelona attackers in between, almost in between the two centre halves. You just can't do that. You can't let that happen. The rifle strike was incredible. That's probably the pick of the bunch for me, but it completes the hat trick from the Parma. 13 goals, 10 assists now on the season. It's we thought he might have a sky-high trajectory based on how fast he started the season. He was the first to hit double digits in both goals and assists, if I remember correctly. But slowed down a bit in the second half of the season. Good to see him regain a little bit of form now, especially when you consider how tightly contested the knockouts are. And, well, it's looking like Barcelona very, very close to securing knockout football.
Great performance from them in that first game. Like you said, they're just 1 point away from automatic qualification, we think.
Yeah, to keep it within their own hands. If they get a point, they qualify. If they get 3 points, it would take Arsenal and Schalke both picking up points and Bayern to win all 6 points against AS Monaco for them to be pushed out. So it's unlikely.
This result is a real bitter pill for Bayern Munich more than anything so far. It leaves them with a lot to do. They would have certainly been cheering on Galatasaray in this one. So it will be Barcelona kicking from left to right in their home strip this time. Galatasaray from right to left, who have the first real chance of the match. Good defending though from Alex R.
Gotta love that changed strip from Galatasaray. I'm a big fan of that. Very easy on the eyes.
You never know, Harry. On your next birthday, I may get you a Galatasaray strip as the ball gets played up towards the halfway line.
Not to put pressure on you, but my birthday is in 11 days. So if you had planned anything, get a boogie on.
Get a boogie on. Sure, the male teams will be sending something your way very, very soon as PK now dispossesses the Galatasaray front man and fires downfield. It's been a slow start to this second game. The pressure's pretty much off now for both teams, but still this game means more to Barcelona due to the fact that they want to finish as high as possible.
Absolutely. Again, we keep
guarantees
focusing on these, you know, getting across the line and getting the minimum points possible. All of these clubs will be thinking, right, get 6 points. Let's get as high up in the table as possible. And of course, if they were able to secure even more points, an extra 3 points out of this match, I mean, that would put them on 29 points. That would actually, it would put them onto 28 points. So they'd be joint alongside AS Monaco in the top 2. And I think because, if I remember correctly, they had favourable results against AS Monaco. That's the first tiebreaker, I believe, is those head-to-head results between two tied teams. I think that would put them in second place.
Based on Monaco's results today?
If Monaco,
because Juventus are top at the moment.
If Monaco were not able to pick up any points against Bayern, it just goes to show how crazy the league is. I mean, we're on the final match day and we still don't know who's going to place where and who's going to be in the top 2 or even in the knockout spots at this point. All we know is that Manchester United, Galatasaray and Celtic are out of the running.
Down the left-hand side, chance here for the Palmer, who was majestic in that first game. Munchen hit with a hit downfield. Dispossessed though by Alex R, but the ball's run out of play. So a point for Barcelona, we believe, is enough for them to qualify, and currently that is where they are sat with a 0-0 draw. They'll be joining us on the 5th of June for the knockout stages. As he goes down under the challenge there. Another key decision from the referee. This time not going for Galatasaray, so at least he's consistent, Harry.
Yeah, he's letting them play. And I don't know if you actually saw in the top right, there was a pause queued for Barcelona. I think one of them maybe thought that, yeah, that decision was going to be given and they were trying to skip the replay. But no, the referee's way play on. And, well, as you said, at least it's going both ways.
Half an hour gone. Turn around the corner. Surely the offside flag will be raised. Indeed it was. A long way from home. Chance here for Alex Giardi to turn, but good clearance again. And now Munchen here, forward to Kruji. Stavatak just trying to get into the action here. Not able to rouse the troops so far today. Kruji again. This is better from Galatasaray. If anything, Harry, that first game was very un-Galatasaray-like. They felt fairly easy to play against in that first game, something that you can't have said pretty much the whole season.
No, and I wonder whether or not their willingness to come forward might have played into that a little bit, because we saw more attacking play from Galatasaray than we saw throughout most of the season, didn't we, in that first game as well? So I wonder if the two go hand in hand.
Feels like they reverted to type in this second game.
Yeah, it certainly seems a lot more of a stubborn game being played here from Galatasaray. We use that word so often when we refer to them, but that is just the type of team that they are in the league, and it's unfortunate that we couldn't see them maybe make a run in the knockout stages. They are, of course, unable to qualify at this point, but I feel like if they were in that kind of knockout competition, they're probably one of the teams you wouldn't want to face, because you know they can snatch a result on a match day. So I'm always curious about how these types of teams would play in a knockout format.
Lovely strength there shown by Kruji. Chance to play it across. And Munchen just couldn't rise high enough. And it's finished at the end of the first half here. Barcelona 0, Galatasaray 0. And Barcelona heading into the knockout stages as we speak.
Yeah, things stand. If Feghouli is maybe a couple of inches taller there as well, we're probably looking at Galatasaray leading into the half.
Galatasaray get us underway in this second half. Good challenge there from Alex R, who fires up towards the halfway line. The Palmer has the chance to bring it down. He feeds Alex R again. This is nice play. Lovely turn there from Dembele, controlled by Alex Giardi in towards the danger area. The Palmer has the chance to shift it into a shooting position, but good challenge coming in the end. And a corner to be taken by Lionel Messi, headed away by Stavatak, a really important one at that. Now Alex Giardi again, they're just starting to build something here, Barcelona. Are they looking to go for the jugular and take all 3 points in this game?
Oh, just absolutely love the confidence and almost the arrogance that Alex Giardi is playing with at the moment. As soon as he gets the ball and gets his head up, he's fully squaring up to the defender, twisting him this way, that way. It's again, the type of swagger performance we want to see, and that we were excited to see out of Alex Giardi when we saw what he did last season with the players at his disposal at Arsenal. It was fantastic, but now he's at Barcelona with the likes of Dembele, the likes of Messi, the likes of Griezmann. It's definitely what we want to see. We want to see him stand up defenders and really run at them.
Towards the near post. And Stavatak almost poked it home. Great challenge in the end by Alex R. And he's there again, defending for their lives here. Of course, if they were to concede, Harry, it might not be enough.
It might not. Again, you'd need a lot of things to go against you, but still,
it would be out of their hands.
Exactly right. On
a knife edge. 56 minutes gone. Barcelona 0, Galatasaray 0. Galatasaray just starting to apply some pressure. Can Barcelona withstand it? How they would love a goal to give themselves pretty much a 2-goal cushion for qualification. Dembele down the right-hand side, looking for Lionel Messi. A goal from their talisman would be something that would go down very, very well, but I think the offside flags, no, he's given a free kick. Tugging of the shirt.
Yeah, and this
very,
is
very tense game.
Things could get real dangerous here for Galatasaray. You can see the weapons they're bringing on Barcelona. Coutinho on that right-hand side. Griezmann up just behind the front two. Two very, very dangerous attackers that you need to contend with and keep tabs on. Credit to Barca, they're going for it. Like you said, they want that 2-goal cushion for qualification. Of course, a point would be enough. If they were able to get a goal, they'd be, as you say, 2 goals to the good for qualification.
Chance here for Alex. Pokes it through. The Palmer! And the captain has scored another hugely important goal in Barcelona's season. It might be enough to send them all the way through to the knockout stages and then some.
He's stepped up again as the Palmer. You were asking the question, potential MVP after the first game. This pass from Alex R is absolutely perfect. The finish is amazing from the captain, who has been phenomenal all season long. All round a great goal. And it's the goal that could well see Barcelona into the knockouts.
What a performance from the Palmer.
Make it a little bit more offensive.
And just when Barcelona need him most. As we said, it gives Barcelona now a 2-goal cushion. They can concede one now and still qualify with 4 points.
Reventar Cuadrado y no nos pillan un gol de estos que no la pitan. Ahí.
It's not often you say 1-0 to the Barcelona, is it, Harry? But it seems to be a scoreline that's going to work for them. Unless Galatasaray have something to say about it.
Yeah, it's just, again, another great game week for the Palmer. 4 goals in a crucial game week too. I mean, the big players just step up in these big games, and he's done just that. Barca looking a shoe-in for qualification now. There's his 14th goal of the season. 24 contributions. Incredible.
Well, Galatasaray are in here. Good defending again, though, from Alex R. Dogged play at the back. The rear guard is strong. But yeah, the big players really stepping up, as we mentioned. The likes of Usmakabil, Eterito. As Alex Giardi tries to bend one into that top corner. And now the Palmer, of course, in this game.
Oh.
But it's a mistake here. It's a real chance for Munchen. Surely he's hit the post. And Barcelona's qualification for the knockouts was heading back into the balance. But he's hit the post.
Oh, the qualification life flashing before their eyes there. How has Munchen not buried that one? He almost had too much time to think about it on the approach to goal. Up the other end.
Goalkeeping, it seemed, took the goalie so far away from the goal, it almost put him off.
I mean, you've got to score those if you Munchen. You have to.
Now, the only thing that I'm thinking is, he was going for the near post, saw the goalkeeper move all the way across, and a last-minute change of direction towards the far post for the shot, and he just overcooked it. Because outside of that, that finish was, you'd have to say at this level, unforgivable. Down the left-hand side, Alex R. Good challenge from Kruji, but he's almost giving it straight back. And Barcelona are 7 minutes in-game away from the knockout stages on June 5th. Even if Galatasaray were to score now, it wouldn't be enough.
They're playing so
to dethrone
much
that.
like the Barcelona of old as well. The high press in numbers. They're confident in their press as well. We're seeing the Alex GRD skill moves come back out. It's just, it's the Barcelona from the first half of the season. And it's great to see. It bodes well for the knockouts, because that's where they're destined to head right now.
Just going through the motions now. Barcelona, 6 points from a possible 6 would see them rise right up the table. Guarantee qualification for the knockout stages, and would sit them in second place and possibly with a free into the semi-finals, depending on other results. A great day at the office for them. And Galatasaray, unfortunately, like it's been the majority of the season, just not quite enough quality in the final third. And it's just a 1 goal conceded, which will be enough. Surely now. And it's all over. Catalonia celebrates. Barcelona 1, Galatasaray 0. 6 points. Knockout football, Harry.
Yeah, and it would have been a shame to see them not featured in the knockout competition based on how they started the season. Again, there's only one man's name you need to read there to tell you who